NewGenGamers.com.
Alright everybody, welcome to another of New Gen Gamers Console Wars of the Past. This is the Sony PlayStation era. Now, this is the infamous PlayStation booting screen, where you see the Sony Computer Entertainment logo and the PlayStation logo. You see this every time you load up the system. And today, we're going to start off with Twisted Metal. We also have our game correspondents, well, me, Ray, Luke.
You, Ray.
Hey.
And we have Ron.
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 Now, this is from Single Track, one of the early second parties for Sony Computer Entertainment America, and one that really gave them that grassroots viral spread of word thing that got them into people's homes.
Alright, I think we're going to take Warthog.
Maximize, because otherwise he's not going to be able to see what's going on. Because there's a radar up in the...
Alright, let's begin the battle.
Now, Single Track was then conglomerated into part of 989, which encompassed also Virant, who did EverQuest. It got the companies that did the sports games for them. So they turned 989 into a giant branch of American developers, and then that kind of all fell apart over time and was restructured. Sony Online came out of that. 989 still exists, but they don't... Do they even make any sports games now?
No. I think they left that up to the experts at EA.
Now, this is a relatively rough copy of Twisted Metal because it's their first stab at the game, and they've got 3 more different sequels on the PlayStation 1 of this title, which get improved as they go along.
Yeah, this is a very rough playthrough, but for the first title, I mean, you have a lot of... It's car combat. It's something that really hadn't been attempted too much before.
Yeah, and it was a well-done 3D game for the time, too. So, you know, it's not the prettiest game looking back, you know, even over the PS1's lifetime, but, you know, it put it out there, and it was a great multiplayer experience. That's what's really great about this, and we're not playing the 2-player version to give you the full screen look at it, but the 2-player is just ridiculous.
Yeah, once you got into the multiplayer arena, this was really a multiplayer title. The single player was good, but for the second one was really when they fleshed out the single player mode in it.
And as far as the design goes, this was kind of a take on Super Mario Kart, I think. You know, racing games have been done to death. Super Mario Kart kind of brought combat to a racing type environment, and here you go. This is complete combat: missiles, rockets, tanks.
You name it, it's there.
Yeah, and it's a lot of fun. And David Jaffe, who's now an auteur developer, was involved with this, and Shigeru Miyamoto kind of said something about this game. You know, why would you want to shoot guns with cars or something? You know, he doesn't understand violence. The guy doesn't dig violent things. But David Jaffe's response was, "Why the hell would you want to shoot a banana out of a cart?" You know, so that's one thing that we'll definitely discuss here, was the separation between the traditional Japanese games and some of the crazy stuff like this that we started seeing on the PlayStation that Sony would allow to come out that Nintendo would not. This game would never have been on a Nintendo console.
It's too violent for it.
Yeah,
in
which
their
is
opinion, yeah.
which is why the one of the more popular characters is A, the tank minion, and B, the Sweet Tooth van that throws napalm bombs.
Who doesn't love napalm? It's effective.
Very effective in this.
There you go, right there it was. You know, the combat in this is great. It's explosive. It's brightly colored. You know, when this came out, it was awesome, and there was nothing else this good on the market. I mean, the Saturn didn't have anything that could compare with this. The 3DO and CDI and other craptacular CD-ROM systems couldn't do this. And
that was the main thing, was that those CD systems really didn't have much as far as a lot of fun games. They tried to do the whole point and click route, and they saw what that got them.
They couldn't do 3D. They weren't properly built as game consoles, and that was the problem.
They just saw the disk drive and thought that would be a gold mine.
Right, and they didn't think of data caches and processing power and things that you have to handle when dealing with that much data. And well, I'm sure they thought of it, but Sony really hit the nail on the head with the system that needed to be built at that time.
I really think that Mr. Grimm is a unique character and brings something to the table as well, with his major skull attack, and he does massive amounts of damage. Like, it takes you down to at least what?
Half your bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the completely offset character. He's tough to use, but if you can hit that and consistently, you're beastly. And that you know, you want to talk about the specials a little bit?
Now the special power-ups are you go by and you grab them here, and then you can switch off between missiles and grenades and like napalm and everything. They're a lot more showcased in 2, but in this one they kind of just threw them in there and you grab whatever, and it was kind of random.
Yeah, the specials are nice because you know, they do massive damage, and they're every character has a different one.
Yeah, it kind of specializes it.
Killing pedestrians. This is one of the earlier games where you could randomly kill people on the streets.
Yeah,
that's worth noting.
Yeah, that's true.
Because that would become a major thing in games that are coming out now.
Yeah, that Grand Theft Auto sure is popular.
I've heard of it.
I think I might have run through it a couple of times.
Yeah, I've heard people piling up stacks of dead old ladies before.
And I apologize in this commentary. I have a cold, so I'll be randomly coughing and sounding like crap.
Oh, well.
So
it's all right. We understand.
We must continue on.
I'm kind of sucking it up here, so
yeah.
Let's turn on to maybe another title here.
This is a great series that kind of got burned into the ground, but they're still making them. David Jaffe and what is it? Eat Sleep.
Eat Sleep Play is now in charge of them.
Right, Eat Sleep Play is now in charge of this series, and they're some of the original creators, so it still has life in it.
It needed a resurrection.
It really did. No, well, okay.
Same thing happened with Tomb Raider.
Right.
Oh man, I'm cornered.
Crash test dummy. Any volunteers? You are ready!
NewGenGamers.com